My name is Karen Aline. This is Rhythm and Wine, and I'm just gonna share some tips or things I do on mat time. So yes, I do yoga. I love yoga, um, and that has helped me like stretch and explore my breath and body in a different way. But if yoga's not your jam and whining is, because it is mine too. There's things that I do that combine the two, and I call it mat time because I pull out my mat, I put on a song, whatever I feel like, and I go off. So there's certain things like plank moves I would do and incorporate a wine. If you are into yoga and there's downward dog, going up and down, I'll incorporate a wine. So I just wanted to share some of the tips I use to just stretch. And if I have like watching TV or whatever it is, then I can like play around on the mat for a bit. Even if it's 5 minutes, doesn't matter. Okay, I am going to start with the plank. um, so the plank has been helpful for me in my posture. And there's for all the calisthenic workout fitness people, they'll have much more um, breadth of like what the plank does. I'm just talking as somebody who likes to dance, is exploring whining as a dance discipline, and was trying to strengthen my body so I can play with soca specifically. so, so I do plank, and I'm just gonna show you. I might do what I'll do forearm. Let's see, forearm plank. Okay, here is where I'll whine. One direction and then the other. Like so. On the days I'm not feeling so like this, you could do I'll do it with my knees down, and up like an upper body plank, and still move. And if the isolation does not feel good, then you can even just do your back. Ah. Bring the rest. Sorry, I need to grab some tissue. Sorry, I need to blow my nose so I can breathe proper. Yeah, so you can be doing it from here and just to stretch like that, or if you want to isolate the waist, big breaths, or you're up in plank. Like, I don't even know how like, I think it's right. Yeah, my alignment's right. But I really just feel this out for me. You're here and you're whining like this. If feet together is like, no thanks, go wide. Even arch your butt, come up a little bit if you need to. Or you're down more. You can even try whining in a push-up. Oh. I already did this today, so I'm struggling. But sometimes I just struggle just to struggle, so you never know. That's one thing. I like to sit like this to help open my hips. You can be wide or together or anything in between, just sitting. And call them lifts. So coming up, down. I relax my shoulders. I try to look in one direction one way and down another way. So I'm also stretching the neck. If that's like, no, no thanks. You can even just do like pulses. This will help strengthen here. That's what I found for me. It strengthened my, oh my God, I need to learn this terminology. That's how you know I'm not like a fitness person. I'm not a gymmer. That's not my jam. Whining is. Whining is my jam. So I was figuring out how to do like work certain muscles that I was using when I was whining and strengthening them. So this is where this comes from. Was it quads? Yeah. So it strengthens here because when you're doing a whine and go down and this is speaking, it will speak a little less if you have some mat time sometimes, or you can just, you do the whine up and down and pulse, and that can help too. So yeah, there's levels, right? And one more thing is my sitting, like my posture. Even now, I'm like, I still find I'm curling forward. So I can sit even cross-legged, legs out, whichever. I do both, depending on how I feel in my hips. And I will, see, I start off like very like rounded and a little slouched, which is okay. And then I will lift, not forcing. This has been the mantra I say to myself, like, you don't need to be like forcing my pose. It's just to gently pull my shoulders back, relax my shoulders, breathe. And then when it starts to feel like, oh, I feel in my lower back or my upper back, I'll relax. And then I'll come up and I'll relax. And in this, if you have your legs out, you can flex the toes towards you, and then it helps stretch the hamstrings. And then putting your hands wherever you, on your thighs, your knees. I will sometimes, what do I do? Sometimes the further out, you can even go like, oh yeah, I've done that. Reached, and then but when I come here, I hold it. I'll hold it to help my posture. And when I say hold it, I don't mean like I'm holding it. I'm just staying in this posture. So, and I try to relax in it, actually. I'm not trying to keep it, I'm trying to relax in it. Even some shoulder shrugs, just anything that helps me connect my neck and my back, my waist, and all the legs. And if you're doing this cross-legged, same, you can reach and relax in this. If you find you're like clenching, then come out a little bit, especially if you're like, sometimes have a natural curvature in your back, natural arch in your spine, which I do. Cranking into poses has been to my detriment. So I don't do it. I do not do it. I have learned to be very gentle with myself. So it's just, even if you're just here, great, no problem. Then relax in this. You know, there's always that imagery of like bringing your shoulder blades back together, but it's not to touch. It's just to slight like open here, you know, and like rolling the neck, all that jazz. So that is like 3 of the things I do on mat time. I will literally put on a soca song and go to town with this. So it's like, you know, what I think. Look at people in here tonight, dance with me, baby. And it's you running through my mind, stay with me, baby. Right, so the rhythm will guide my ups and downs, and when I hold, all of that. I'm gonna do more I'll show you how I do this with music. So head over to Instagram at rhythmandwine44 and you'll see how I put this into practice with a rhythm. Thank you, thank you.